Shalom, Yasharam. Shaq Quad from Louisiana Tabernacle David. Come on and sit down to edify the elect. And I'm going to get infinite honors to our Heavenly Father and our great King, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Harakakadash. I'm going to give double honors to our teachers, the apostles of Great Millstone, who our Heavenly Father has poured His Spirit on and teach us His glorious gospel. And Shalom, my fellow neighbors, in Yahweh Shah, pushing His truth across the four winds in this fine hour, abounding in His labor of love, to make the call and election sure. Shalom to you, brothers. And this one is for the body, man, for the brotherhood. Well, every sit down we do is for the brotherhood, but you know, when you come in this faith, man, it says prepare your heart for tribulation, temptation. All right, that comes with the territory. And since I've been in the truth about a decade, and since my goings in the truth is one thing that I see brothers fall out more than any. All right, brothers fall out for various reasons. I've seen guys fall out because they wanted to put the job before the truth. I've seen guys fall out, they just got tired, ran out of gas. It's like they'd rather go back into the world and make money. I've seen guys fall out for various reasons. But it's this one reason that I've seen guys fall out more than any. It's the woman. All right? It's the woman. And I'm not talking about philosophies. All right? I'm talking about Eve. Okay? The women of our nation. All right? That's been the main reason I see. That's been the reason for the most part that I've seen brothers fall out, man. So when you come into this faith, man, all right, Esau is like a warrior lion seeking who he may devour. Shalom, Mike. He's like a warrior lion seeking who he may devour, and he looks for brothers' weaknesses. And since creation's been created and this earth has been in orbit, man's man's weakness has always been women. So that doesn't change when you come to the faith, because this great red dragon, man, nothing's hid for him. He's a psychoanalyst. He's a mad scientist. He studies all the peoples of the earth, man. All right. So when he come at you, he could send a woman at you, the spiritual demon Satan. His job is to test you. All right. He send women at you, and you got to have a self-analysis of yourself, the way you deal with these women, because hey, these women they're of the world, man. Okay. And when it boils down to it, you got few brothers, far and few in between, that have women that's on the right vibration. All right, rocking on that 144 that channel, rocking on that right frequency. But for the most part, the women we deal with in this society, man, even if they quiet to a certain extent, or they're mild to a certain extent, they still on this 666 vibration, man. And when you deal with them, you gotta be circumspect, because the days are evil. That's the number one reason brothers fall out the faith. All right. Says from my time in the truth, that's been the main reason. The most brothers fall out for various reasons, but that's the most. Okay. So I'm gonna start off in the blessed book of Sirach, the 25th chapter. Okay. And I'm gonna start at verse. Oh, I'm already over here. Start at verse 21. All right. Sirach 25, verse 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure. All right. Now, this is the Most High talking to elect men. All right. Because the Most High, when he sends a woman our way, because the elect women that's going to get delivered is women that the Most High is going to give to you. So it's natural for a man to look at a woman's beauty and want a woman because of her beauty. But he's talking about to his servants. And when he say stumble not at the woman beauty, that's he's saying don't get off your square in this truth because a woman is beautiful. All right, because she's to your liking. All right, because the truth, when you get this truth, it teaches us how to pick women. Like before I came to the truth, I didn't know how to pick a woman. Big beauties, I like my woman thick. Big, thick woman, cute face. You know what I'm saying? When you being simple and shallow, that's what you're looking at. You're not looking for reading if she got dignity, integrity. All right, can she clean? Can she cook? You know what I'm saying? How does she deal with controversy when she gets angry? When you're in the world, you're not looking for that. You can't see past cute face, slim waist, big ass, okay? But this truth, this wisdom teaches you how to pick a woman. So when he's saying stumbling out of her beauty, all right, sometimes you gotta let a bad bitch, so-called bad bitch, according to your eyes, get the fuck out your way, because all she's gonna bring turmoil and drama to your life. All right. The Most High, when he says stumbling out at the beauty of a woman, when we look at women, we ain't looking for no hideous creature. All right. He's talking about don't let a beautiful woman knock you off your square. Keep your eyes single for the kingdom. Okay. And desire her not for pleasure. Because when you look at any woman, we don't go around just looking for a woman. The first thing you see is physical attraction. But when you get wisdom in your breast, you start looking for more than a physical attraction. You starting to look for a woman that you could dwell under the same roof in without wanting to knock her fucking head off. All right, you want to dwell in unity and peace in your household. Men want peace in their household. Okay, and when you're in this truth, you gotta have a place of sanctuary where you can go and have peace to study, to meditate, to read. When you go to camp, you don't need no woman coming out here telling you, oh man, every weekend you going out to camp, dealing with them niggas, you spend more time with them. You see, you don't need that. A beautiful woman, most of them here in Babylon, that's what they're gonna say. All right, they will knock you off your square if you don't stay circumspect. Okay, a woman, if she maintain her husband is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. And when you go into that word impudence, that's a hard word, because it in the Hebrew it means she's strong-willed. She prevails. Okay, when this demon come at you, she will conquer you. Women set traps for men. Like I've seen women, when you first meet them, they mild, they meek. All right, they do come off tender and delicate. But like Elder Gabar did a sit down a couple years ago. He say, what was the name of it? Familiarity breeds contempt. All right. Once they get in, think they know you, think they got their tentacles in you, then you start seeing other sides of it. All right. And that's when they think that's what that impudence going to. She started going with her move, thinking she could prevail and conquer you. Okay. That's their whole thing. That's their whole motive, man. And a lot of them, man, like you'll meet them, start dealing with them for a season. They know you don't celebrate birthdays. They know you don't celebrate Valentine's Day, so on and so forth. You could go pull it out. Like we talking about secular knowledge. You could show them the genesis of these hell days and show them that it was all about debauchery and paganism and so on and so forth. And this is the reason you don't celebrate them. When their birthdays and shit come around, they still asking you to celebrate their birthdays and stuff. That's knocking you off your square when you give in to it. If you give in to it. All right? That's a way of knocking you out your square. We supposed to be perfect as our Father in heaven is perfect. All right? Now, I'm not saying be over righteous, don't take your woman out to eat or nothing. But when these hell days come around, no, you stand on your square. I don't do this shit. Don't ask me about it. Okay? And much reproach. And the woman's going to bring much reproach. All right? All right. The Most High put us on this earth, us men of the Lord, to do his will, not to cater to some fucking woman, man. All right? To do his will first and foremost. Okay? A wicked woman abateth the courage. A wicked woman, man, they're so vexing. When you read about the beloved brother Samson, strong man, feared the Lord. But Delilah broke him down to the point he said he was ready to give up the ghost. All right, when you read that account with him, she kept vexing him. All right, just coming to him, nagging. All right, she got to breaking you down, man. This bitch is a succubus. These women can get you out of this truth. I've seen it. I've had, and then I'm not even going to talk about other people. I've had my issue with the succubus trying to pull me out, and I had to go in the wilderness and fast, cry and lament. All right, this is serious business, man. Because I'm gonna tell you, Satan seeking about who he can devour. These feds, man, they own us, man. They will send a devil in a red dress to you, that's to your liking in these last days. that will do everything you ask of her. But all she doing is trying to get close to you, get close to brothers, and get brothers killed. All right, you got to be circumspect of these demons, man. Okay. Make of a heavy countenance a wounded heart. A woman would not comfort her husband in distress, making weak hands and feeble knees. All right, so if you're dealing with a woman and you in this truth and she's coming against it, all right, that's going to vex your spirit serving Yahweh Shema Shai. That's what Paul said. You're going to have trouble in the flesh. Those that are not married, seek not to be bound to a woman, man. All right, I had to learn that the hard way in this faith, man. It's real, man. These scriptures is, hey, it's like they're in a book, but they're alive. It's the spirit. The Most High gonna put you in one of the predicaments where you're gonna be like, whoa, I read that year 1. This is year 6 and it's eating my ass up. I'm telling you, okay? The best thing to do, like the elders taught us from day 1, sticking this truth. If you're not bound to a woman, all right? We're not faggots. Get your rocks off, have your few concubines, and stay locked in the truth, and don't get in no contract with none of these women. When I say contract, I'm dealing with exclusively you, and we're gonna be locked in, because they have the mindset of the so-called white man. They are drunken off his philosophies, man. Okay, the blueness of a wound haven't cleansed their evil yet. We haven't got to the point where the Most High is gonna start dealing with them because they dwell in carelessly. We see in the Genesis of it, but it's not here full force. So all they're gonna do is try to knock you off your square, man. That's not, if the shoe don't fit, let it fly, man. All right. I've seen brothers with women that don't vex their spirit and they're supporting them and not coming against them in the faith. Few and far in between, okay. Of the women came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. And see, that's the point right there. That's the point I want to get out of there. All right, you got to realize when we go to that account in the book of Genesis, all right, Satan knew he couldn't come straight at Adam. Adam was on his square, all right, but Satan is what they say, he's a cunning hunter, all right. He's a lion seeking who he devour. When you look at the way a hunt, the way a lion hunt, a lion doesn't go for the strongest and fastest gazelle. He looked for the old, the weak, and the feeble. So in his hunting, he said, all right, he loves this woman. Let me get at this woman. I could lead her astray, all right, and I could poison her with my philosophies, and she's therefore going to take it to him. Hey, when you're in this truth, bro, and your woman tell you to take off for her birthday, that's her bringing that fruit to you, man. When she say, oh, take me to the show for Valentine's Day, that's no different when she bought that fruit to Adam in the Garden of Eden, man. When you go into camp, all right, and she say, man, every weekend you go into camp, we need to have some us time, all right? That's her bringing that fruit. The same thing that happened to Adam. So you got to stand on your square and deal with that demon, man. Because that demon, once you start conforming to it, little by little, you're going to fall. You're going to fall. And if you don't fall, you when I say fall, I don't mean fall out of the truth. You're going to have issues, okay? Unless you fix it, all right? Because when you read this, let me read it again. Of the woman came the beginning of sin. She was the first to go off. In the Garden of Eden, the law, statutes, and commandments was given to the nation of Israel orally, all right? The sons of the power, that holy line that the Most High distinguished from all the other sons of Adam, that was us, all right? And when you read Genesis 1:26, he said he made us in his image. He gave us order, laws, and government. We had it. She was the first one to get out of the temple, to profane the temple, to be of the profane. She jumped out of there and started conforming to the ways of the heathen. Okay? So that's how sin entered the world, all right? Through her. And guess what? She's still in that vibration, man. She's still in this vibration thousands and thousands of years later to this day, okay? So you got to be circumspect when you get yoked with them, all right? Give the water no passage, all right? If you're dealing with a woman, if you yoke with her, you can't give them no passage when she try to get you. When it come to this truth, you know, I'm not being over righteous. Like, if you got spare time, take your woman to the show. You know, give her some time, all right? If she's, you know, a decent chick. But when it comes to this truth and she interfere with this truth in any form of fashion, I'm talking about 1 iota, any form of fashion. Give the water no passage. Let her know you mean business. Hey, it's you or this truth, and it's definitely ain't gonna be this truth. You gotta let them know you mean business. You gotta be serious on your square about this truth, because that's their whole point. And the Most High let them come to test to see what you're gonna do. Okay? Shabbat. You laying up with your woman. She try to have sex with you. You know what I'm saying? They try to get you off your square. And then you'll be done told them, no, we can't move like that on the Shabbat. Man. We gotta wait till the Shabbat is over. The bitch will still try to fuck with you, man. All right? Be circumspect with these broads, man. All right? Verse 25. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. All right? And wisdom's supposed to defend you when you get in a certain amount of time, man. All right? We shouldn't even be getting yoked with wicked women, all right? Because wisdom is a defense. Once we see a woman have a certain type of personality trait, we fall back, okay? Press block when they call, press in when they call, you know? If she go not as thou would have her, cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce and let her go, all right? And that's how wisdom is a defense, man, all right? If you're dealing with a woman, she's coming against your walk in this truth, man, cut her loose, man. All right? It's better to come in the kingdom of heaven, man, than to not come at all, man. All right? Sometimes we fall in love with women. You get yoked to a woman. She get in your spirit. But when she start hindering your walk, man, hey, it's real. Never underestimate thine enemy, man. All right? She's our enemy right now. Even the ones we deal with, man. Okay? All right, I'm gonna get the book of Proverbs. This is Proverbs 7. I'm gonna start at verse 6. All right? Proverbs 7, verse 6. For at the window of my house I looked through my casement and beheld among the simple ones. All right? Before we came into the faith, we were one of those simple men. All right? All right? In the congregation of the dead. I discerned among the youths a young man void of understanding. All right? If this is what happened when you're void of understanding. All right? Passing through the street near her corner, and he went the way to her house. All right? And it's talking about the wayward woman. It's ultimately talking, it's twofold, ultimately talking about the philosophies of the heathen, all right, of this society. But hey, we're gonna read it verbatim and liken it to these women we're dealing with. In the twilight and evening, in the black and the dark night. All right, that represents a void of truth, void of light, all right? Darkness, anything dark in darkness represent an enmity with the Most High. All right, our women are enmity with the Most High. They dwell in the twilight of the evening, the black and dark night. They don't have no truth. All right, the book of Job say the Most High didn't impart wisdom to her. Let me get that. Let me get that precept. The book of Job 39. I ain't bought it out in a minute. Let me get it. Might be 32. Here we go. This is Job. All right. 39 and 32. 39 and 13. Give us thou thy goodly wings unto the peacocks. All right. Now the Most High is likening women to peacocks. Peacocks have little peanut small brains. Out of all of the animals in the earth and reptiles and intelligent animals in the world, the Most High likened women to peacocks, a wing and feathers into the ostriches and the ostriches. These are dumb birds, okay? All right, an ostrich is a dumb fucking bird, all right, with a little small peanut brain, all right, which leaveth her eggs in the earth and warmeth them in the dust, and forgiving them that their foot might crush them, of the wild beasts might break them. Now let's liken that into our day and time. So-called the nigger woman and the women of the tribes, what do? They offer their children up to Western society, to Western philosophy. No different than an ostrich putting her eggs on the ground and leaving them on the ground for somebody to step on them and trample them. When you sell out to this society and you teach your children in the way of the Grecians, guess what? You're offering them up to Baal, to be sacrificed, to die. All right, ultimately. All right? The Most High not coming back to living nobody with a westernized mindset. All right? So what she's doing is no different than an ostrich laying her eggs on the Serengeti where the animals come eat them. A herd of elephant running by gonna stump them. She don't even try to hide them. Okay? She hardened against her young ones as though they were not hers. All right? And when you teach your children the way of the heathen and the philosophies of the heathen, you're killing them. All right? The Most High is coming to deliver people who's been born again, renewed in mind, with a kingdom mindset. He's not coming back delivering a Grecian mindset. Okay? Her labors is in vain without fear. All right? The women of our nations don't fear Yahweh Shah, but they labor to live a good life in this society. And what does the scripture say is going to be in vain? Okay? Because Yahweh have deprived her of wisdom. All right? And we know that she's deprived of wisdom, because if you ever tried to, you know when you come in year 1, year 2, you try to teach women the truth. If you ever tried to teach them the truth, you're going to see how much of wisdom they are deprived. All right? They're not going to receive this truth. They're not going to adhere to it. In fact, it pisses them off. You get to telling them the truth of the scripture, it totally pisses them off. Okay? So the Most High is not dealing with them on that frequency. All right? Neither have he imparted to her understanding. Okay? So when we go back over here to Proverbs, where it say that she was dwelling in the darkness of night. Let me go back to that. All right, verse 9. In the twilight, in the evening, in the black and dark night, that means the Most High didn't give her understanding. He didn't impart to her understanding. He didn't give her wisdom. Wisdom represents light. All right? Wisdom represents understanding. Our women don't have it. Our women are the dark side. Even when they come to you acting like they're conforming you, come blow your rod, fix you something to eat and cool, acting like they're cool. All right, when certain scenarios happen, all right, they're going to choose what the ways Esau has taught them from birth, okay? She is loud, stubborn, her feet not abide in her house. Now is she without, now in the streets, and lie in the wait at every corner, all right? A woman is supposed to be under her husband's umbrella, who was under the house of David, okay? She's not supposed to be at every corner. Every corner represents the philosophies of this society, all right? She's over here in the hip-hop culture. She over here in that, what, you got some of them that like to go that naturalistic, I forgot what they call that scene, the bras that be like Jill Scott and Erykah Badu, it's something you call them. They call themselves the neo something shit. You know, I done messed with a couple broads and that shit. But they every philosophy. You got some of them in the Commission culture. Comedic. They love that Egypt shit. Okay? But they're everywhere but where they're supposed to be. Okay? Under their husband, all right, submitting to their husband under the doctrine of life. Okay? So she caught him and kissed him with an impudent face. There go that word impudent mean. All right, it means to prevail. All right, it means to conquer. All right, so she got this youngster without void of knowledge, and she's set here to conquer his ass, to make him go off. All right, to take him off the path of righteousness. That's what they're here for. All right, in this society right here, that's what they're here for. Except the ones that the Most High have set aside to be elect women, the vast majority that are here, that you come across their paths, that's what they're here for. To get you off your square. Hold up, I'm gonna go ahead and get it in the Hebrew. What that word imputed means. I'm going to blue letter. Bear with me. All right. It's loading. Bear with me. Proverbs 7 and 13. We get this word imputed. Interliner. All right. It's the Hebrew word. All right, here you go. It's the Hebrew word azaz.
Strong's 8:1510. Azaz.
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 All right. And it means to be strong, to prevail, to strengthen. All right. So to prevail over someone and conquer somebody is one of the same. So these women, when they come at you, they're strong. When they come to knock you off your square, they're strong. They have a spirit of impudence on them. Okay? You can't take them lightly, man. Oh, that's just a woman. Nah, man. These women good at what they do, man. All right? A woman is every man's weakness. Every man's weakness that don't have this knowledge, man. Now you got some guys that, you know, in the secular world that be like, know not to trust a bitch. But you know, for the most part, hey, I've seen them take down the best of them. Okay? I'm the best of them. And had issues with them. I ain't trust them before I came in the truth. And I've had my issues of falling soft and not looking at them from a spiritual perspective. Here we go. Wisdom make the wise man stronger hold up. Let me go. This is Strong's definition. Wisdom make the wise man to be stronger leaders. Protects him more than he could. All right. Now you look at that definition. That was from Ecclesiastes 7 and 19, and it's the same word. But liken it to a woman when she's coming with the wisdom of this word to take you down. She's strong, man. They know what make us tick. They study us, man. Okay? To be strong, robust, powerful, to show oneself such. All right? All right? This is what that word impuding go to. All right? To put on a shameless countenance. Okay? And that's what we're dealing with. Shameless women that are strong and have shameless countenance. But they're deceitful as their father the devil, man. All right? You gotta realize they're their father the devil. This great red dragon, the Most High created him to deceive the whole world. So you got this imp getting next to you, getting close to you, blowing your ride, giving you great sex. You know what I'm saying? Whispering sweet nothings to you. All right? Hey, if you're not on your square, that could hinder your walk. All right? You got to be strong in your Habashim Shai, man. Don't let them knock you off your square, man. All right? I have this, and this is what she said to the brother that was out without knowledge, void of understanding. I have peace offerings with me. This day I have paid my vows. Therefore came I for to meet thee diligently to seek thy face, and I have found thee. I have decked my bed with the coverings of tasteful carved works and fine linen of Egypt. So she's coming to get you to go off to the right and to the left. The carved works of Egypt, all right? The philosophies of Egypt, gender equality, putting me on a pedestal, putting me before you put the truth, so on and so forth, all right? This is what's going on in these last days, man, all right? All right, I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. She looked good, she smelled good, All right. She's beautiful to you. All right. Physically, she's attractive. That's what you like in a woman. All right. They the worst. For the good man is not home. He's going on a long journey. The good man is Yahushua. He's looking for us to tend to this house, to take care of this house, to build this house. That's what we're supposed to be doing while he's gone. Not tending to some wayward woman who's lost in her ways. Okay? He taking a bag of money and he will come at the day appointed. Well, our great king is coming, man. Our king is coming, man. And when he come back, he want to see the work you've done. All right? He want to see if you stayed on your square doing what he's commanded us. With much fair speech, she calls him to yield. With flattering of her lips, she forced him. Let me give you an example. I had a guy, I ain't going to call him a brother, that was in our camp. And he never used to miss camp. He used to come to camp consistently, diligently. All right? And when he came into the faith, he had a woman he was dealing. Well, it was his wife. I think he was married to her according to this society. All right? So they broke up while he was in the truth. Now, while he was with that woman, he never missed camp. He was handling his business, doing the sit-downs or whatnot. And he hooked up with a new broad. All right? And when he hooked up with that new broad, he had issues. He had a few issues with that. But when he hooked up with that new broad, all right, he got his children when him and his wife broke up. So he started missing camp, talking about he never have a babysitter. So brother's like, well, damn, man. Bro, they gonna babysit your kids? I mean, y'all living together. But that's not, we don't meddle in other men's affairs. That's what wisdom tell us. All right? But we got this house to take care of. You can't be missing conference calls, camps. All right? Every time brothers come to build up this house, you're missing every time. It becomes a pattern. So you become more of a liability than the truth because the brother can't see your walk. You're not doing your sit-downs or whatnot. But my point is, to make a long story short, when he got with that new broad, he fell out the truth, man. All right? Whatever hooks and tentacles she put in him, she put him straight out the truth. And it didn't take long. He became a new person when he started dealing with it. All right? And I know it's plenty more examples like that. All right? That's why I'm doing the sit-down, brothers. All right? You got a decent woman. She don't hinder your walk in the truth. Keep her. Especially if you had her before you came into faith. But if you're not yoked to one, don't seek to be yoked. All right? I mean, these women are treacherous in these last days because they have their father, the devil. All right? Oh, let me finish off this precept first. All right. Verse 18. Then she said, come, let us take our fill of love of the morning. Let us solace ourselves in love. For the good man is not home, and he's gone on a long journey. He have taken a bag of money with him, and he will come at the day appointed. With much of her fair speech, such caused him to yield. Stop. Got him not coming to camp no more. Got him not doing his videos no more. All right? Got him lying to brothers, saying why he can't make it and stuff. When he do come around you, you see his countenance. You see he's not the same brother that you used to being around. Okay? This is what goes on with the flattering of the lips and fair speech of a harlot. All right? A woman of the society. All right? She forced him. And go back to that word imputed. It don't say she beguiled him. All right? She deceived him. It says she forced him. That shows you, man, these women are strong. You can't take them lightly. They are strong. It says she forced him. She is forced him. Okay? That word force is a strong word. You would never think a woman could force you to do anything. Okay? But their hands is as bands. We're gonna get these precepts. They're dangerous. Okay? Look at Paul. Meaning Salaki. Look at Adam. First Adam. He was the power of the whole earth, man. Everything was subjugated to him. Nothing could come up against him. He had all power. All right? When he was in Eden, he lived a full day, 1,000 years, man. He didn't have to work. All he had to do was rule. But guess what? Eve came and and did her little tricks of the trade and brought him down, man. Okay? Nothing new under the sun. All right? She forced him. He goeth after her straightway as an ox goeth to the slaughter, as a fool to the correction of the stocks. All right? And if you let that happen, you're a fool. You're foolish because right here, what makes a fool, all right? Not knowing and being ignorant of something doesn't make you a fool. All right? That doesn't make you a fool. Before we got this truth, we didn't know nothing. That didn't mean we were fools. What makes you as a fool is when you reject the knowledge, when you reject the teachings, when your brother gives you good advice and you don't take it, and you have to go stumble and fall. All right, that's what makes a person a fool. Okay? Till a dart strike through his liver, and as a bird hasten out of the snare, he knoweth not that it is for his life. Hearken unto me now, therefore, O you children, and attend to the words of my mouth. Let not the heart decline to her ways. All right, that scripture lets you know it wasn't talking about a literal woman. All right, it's talking about the philosophies. All right, that our people follow in this God-forsaken place, as America. But hey, the women of this society, it tries to get you to follow their ways. Talking about a birthday dinner. What the fuck is a birthday dinner, man? That's some new age shit. Nobody heard them. But hey, all this shit, they don't even do birthdays no more. Like when you wait once a year, when a child turns 6 months, you got some type of 6-month shit they do for the child now. Just pagan nigga, heathenistic shit that they just making up on the fly, man. All that shit is of the world. You can't find it in the scriptures. Hey, man, you shouldn't be dealing with it, man. All right? All right? Let not thine heart decline into her ways. Go not into her paths. Do not astray in her paths. For she have cast down many wounded. We talking about men. Yeah, many strong men have been slain by her. All right? And if you're in this truth, you're the strongest man on the planet Earth. This is the highest calling on the planet Earth. So if a woman take you down, get you out the truth, that's the strong man it's talking about. All right, when the Most High gives us this knowledge, we become super saiyans. We are immortals amongst mortals. And if a damsel or a harlot, a little slut come through, and you start having a heart for her and dragging you out the truth, that's the strong man that the women have taken down. And they have taken down strong men, so-called men of the Lord. That's why you have to learn from other men's follies. All right? You have to take heed to the advice of elder brothers, okay? And a fool never learns, all right? I'm going to get First Ezra. And see, and all this is in the scripture. This is what make wisdom a defense, man. It tells us how to conduct ourselves with anything that comes our way, man. Be it a woman, an Edomite, your boss at the job, a nigger. I mean, no matter what it is, wisdom is a defense, man. All right. This is First Ezra 4. I'm gonna start at verse 22. And it reads, by this also you must know that women have dominion over you. All right. Now this is wisdom talking, saying women have dominion over you. This is Yahweh Shemawashai's word. All right. All Ezra documented in the scripture, the words was given to him by Yahweh Shemawashai, man. In fact, let me get it. Ezra didn't write nothing on his own belly. This is to show that when these brothers wrote this, every brother, all they was writing is what Yahweh Shemawashai gave them to write. All right. Here we go. This is second Ezra 14 and 38. And the next day I behold, a voice called me, said, Ezra, open thy mouth and drink that I give thee to drink. Then opened I my mouth, and behold, he reached me a full cup, which was filled as it were with water, but the color of it was like fire. All right? And that was Yahweh Shema Shai's spirit. All right? And I took it and drank it. And when I had drunk of it, my heart, talking about his mind, uttered understanding. And what is his the understanding he's uttering? The words that we're reading right now. These are the words of Yahweh Shema Shai. The Most High poured his spirit on him, and he started prophesying and exhorting what the Most High told him to say. It's not his words, okay? And wisdom grew in my breast, for my spirit strengthened my memory. And whatever the spirit told him, his spirit made his mind remember it. And he had 5 writers writing for him. And whatever he said, they documented. All right? So when we go back over here to First Ezra, all right? And it says that women, you are subjugated to a woman. All right? Those are the words of Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay? And you know, when you be spiritual, it's talking about philosophies, you know, but a woman bought Adam those philosophies, okay? This is First Ezra 4:22. By this also you know that women have dominion over you. And the way women have dominion over you, man, you know, hey, when you have a liking for a woman, you wanna please your woman. When I say please your woman, all right, you want your woman with fine things. You want her to be comfortable, you know. But the wisdom tells us to do that to a woman that conforms to our will, that does as we tell her. Just like how we have to serve Yahweh Shema Shai and do what's well pleasing to her, well pleasing to our Heavenly Father and our great King. And what does he do? He comforts us. He takes care of us. The same way with a woman. You don't give no woman no diamonds, trinkets, fur coats and shit, and she not obeying you. All right, that's foolish. Okay, that's simp shit. But if you got a woman that's obeying you, submitting to you, and doing as you tell her, ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay, but back to the scriptures. But this also, you know that women have dominion over you, and the way a woman has dominion over you is when she gets you off your square. All right, when you're sitting here to make her happy instead of making Yahweh Shema Shai happy. All right, you walking on pins and needles because you don't want to offend her. All right, that's how a woman has the dominion over you. You start missing camp because you think while you at camp she out dealing with another man, so you'll miss camp to have watch over her. That's how a woman has dominion over you. She have you doing things that you don't even want to do. All right, and it happens every day. All right. By this also you must know that women have dominion over you. Do you not labor and toil and give all you bring to women? Okay, and you do. Yeah, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and steal, and to sail upon the sea and upon rivers, and look upon a lion and go in the darkness. And when he have stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth him to his love. Okay, this is the power that women have, man. All right. Great kings, great noblemen, millionaires and stuff. All right? They get all their spoil and they'll give it to their woman, man. All right? Wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father or mother. Yes. Many there be have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sakes. All right? And you can go out your wits when you're a man. I done heard plenty of men say, man, I want to buy this boat. I got the money to buy it, but I gotta go ask the wife if I could buy it. Man, you going off your fucking rockets, man. Fuck you mean you gotta ask your wife and you buy something that you want and you can afford. All right, that's when a bitch got fucking power over you. I be John Brown. If I have it, I gotta ask my wife, can I go get this baby? Please, baby, I want this boat. Can I have the boat, please? Now you got me fucked up. All right, but that's what this society creates, man. Manginas, all right? Okay? And when you're in the truth, that woman with that same power try to get you to go off to the right or to the left. All right, you gotta be weary. You gotta be circumspect of these women. You gotta have that eye on them at all times, man. If you yoke the one I'm talking about, if you doing what our elders taught us, you know what I'm saying? Stay single. Have you a few women you deal with. Don't have no strings attached. Y'all just cool and come together to have a good time. When she leaves, she ain't all enough feelings and shit. All right, you good. But if you yoke the one, man, watch them. Watch them, man. All right? They all about putting their tentacles in you. And they got power. Don't underestimate them. All right? Yeah. This is the Most High talking. All right? This is Yahweh Shema Shah talking. Telling you that these women are strong. This is not me. I'm just a servant reading what was prophesied, reading what was already written. Okay? It is written by Yahweh Shema Shah. Yeah, many there be have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sakes, man. Many also have perished and have erred and sinned for women. All right? Most of the people in the society don't know what sin is. That's talking about men of the Lord, man. Right? You got brothers that have erred for these damn beasts, have sinned from them beasts, have come to camp, lie to a brother. You really miss a camp to take your bitch to the movies. Okay, then when you come to the brother, you tell brother you got to go to work or something else. That's earned. When you lying to the brother, telling them some shit like that, you lying to your high by Shema Shah. That's a grave sin, man. To miss camp and lie about it. Fuck, just tell the truth, man. Look, man, I ain't gonna be at the camp. I'm about to take my girl to the movies. That's better than lying about it, even though that's going off still. It's better than lying about it though. Okay? That's still going off totally, but it just imagine lying about it. Then the brother after camp pull up and see you and your girl out and about. Now what you gotta say? You got a crazy look. And that's why the scripture says, all right? Many have also perished, fell out of the truth, all right? Fell out of the truth. We're going to see what happens when you perish. Have erred, okay? Have gone astray. Stop studying. Stop coming to camp. Stop coming to conference calls. Just going back into the world, serving a woman. And sin for women. And come lie to your brother for a woman. Tell a brother you going to, you got to be at work. Tell a brother you got to be at work. You ain't going to be able to make it to camp. All right, that's understandable. That thing happens to brothers. All right, it's happened to me before. But when the truth come out, you done took your woman to the show. You done took your woman to the show and lied to the brothers about what you got to do. All right, the problem started when you didn't hold on to that first woman, because that first woman will protect you from that happening. All right, when the first woman, wisdom, Sophia. That's supposed to be all our women. When Sophia is in you, she's gonna tell you, man, if this is hindering you from serving Yahweh Shema Shah, you have to cut it off your flesh. That woman that's tripping about you going to camp on Saturdays, all right, and telling you that you got to spend time with her on Saturdays, or else you have to cut that off your flesh. All right, period. That's what happens when you're dealing with Sophia. Okay. Now, if you become weak, feeble, and this strong demon work on you, hey, what the scripture say? I'm going to read it again. I'm going to read it one more time. Many also have perished and have erred and sinned for women. You done fell out the truth behind a woman. And it happens, Akim. It happens. All right? It happens. Don't let it be you. And that's been the number one thing. All right, since I've been in the faith, most brothers' issues, for the most part, it be with women. All right, this is the book of Ecclesiastes 7, verse 26. Because you gotta understand, man. These women and that serpent. All right, when you understand that parable about what went on in the Garden of Eden, you got to remember they came in league with one another. All right, what Satan bought her, that when they say she ate of the tree of good and evil, all right, that those forbidden fruits, Satan bought her gender equality. Satan bought her, you're equal to a man. You can do whatever a man do. You don't have to submit to a man. All right. Satan bought her, a man is put here to worship you. When a man finds you, he's found a good thing. He can only deal with you and you only. All right. He gave her the spirit of anti-Mashiach, what the Christians say, antichrist. That's what he gave her, and she's holding fast onto it. Here in America, the vast amount of women you're going to meet here in America is rocking on that vibration. Okay. This is Genesis, Salakia, Ecclesiastes 7:26. And I find more bitter than death. All right, this is the wisest man that ever lived on the planet Earth, aside from my great King Yahweh Shai. Hey, if you can receive it, they're the same person. All right. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares. Her mind, all right, when you're dealing with these women, their mind, when you think they're not looking and paying attention, they're paying attention to everything. Man, I had one broad, I used to put my code in my phone, all right, and it must have took her months to do it. I mean, she probably wrote down every letter, a number, because the code was big, man. This broad studied my phone so bad she figured out the damn code. All right, so when you think they're not paying attention, they're looking at your every move, man. Okay? They are traps, okay? And I find bitter than death the woman, okay, whose heart is snares and nets, all right? And a lot of them not aware of what they be doing. You know, they got that Babylonian spirit on them, which is just an image with the Most High. A lot of them, they just doing what they've learned their whole lives. And these indoctrination camps they call schools, and these whorehouses they call churches, TV, daytime TV, the movies, black culture, the philosophies, they are drunk with it, all right? It's in their being. So when they doing things and saying things, they're naturally at enmity with Yahweh Shema Shai. They don't know it, okay? But at the end of the day, they're your enemy, all right? Whose heart is snares and nets. They hit a trap, and they're not here to just trap any man, especially a man of the Lord. And her hand is as bands. Whoso pleases Yahweh shall escape from her, all right? And that's what it's about. Stand on your square, all right? Because you had a lot of brothers that's been in the faith that have succumbed to her advances, man. Okay? But the man that pleases Yahweh, and the way we please Yahweh is not only by coming in camp prophesying, that's the easy part. Doing videos, that's the easy part. It's your walk behind the camera when you're not on the camera. All right? When you're around them damn demons. Okay? When a brother could say anything on camera, but when she come to beguile you during the Shabbat, all right, when she come with her little eyelids, her makeup on, and she's trying to seduce you on the Shabbat, are you going to lay with her? Are you going to have sex with her? That's behind the camera, and can't nobody see you. Are you going to give in to her advances? All right, that's going off. That's going off. You got to beware, man. Okay? Because they're going to do it, and they're going to do it consciously. You can tell them, look, I can't have sex on the Shabbat. They're going to do it anyway. They're going to do it anyway. All right? But the sinner shall be taken by her. All right? A man that don't fear the Lord is going to be taken by her. All right? 2/3, they done anyway. They done. All right. In the great house, according to the book 2 Timothy, the 2nd chapter, our Heavenly Father say in the house, vessels of honor and vessels of dishonor. So the vessels of dishonor don't count. Those vessels of honor that are striving for the mastery, all right, those are the ones that will be taken by her. Because a wicked nigga already taken. He don't even got to be dealing with a woman and he taken. All right, he wicked. He's smoking weed, robbing people. He all the way out his chalupa anyway. This talking about men of the Lord, man. Okay. Behold, this have I've said the preacher, counting one by one to find out the count, which yet might my soul seeketh, but I found not. One man among 1,000 have I found. This is what makes the elect so precious. Amongst 1,000 men, all right, the Most High say only one of them was righteous, okay? All right? But a woman among those that I found, but a woman among all those have I not found. He say, so going through all these women Solomon dealt with, which was thousands of women, he never found one righteous. All right? And we all know righteousness is living according to the commandments. That's why you be wasting your time trying to teach your woman the commandments and the ways of your Habba Shema Shai, because he didn't impart to them knowledge. They're not going to receive it. All right? This is written ages ago, man, by the wisest man that ever walked the earth, man. Okay? And he had the resources to do these little tests. He had the resources. This guy was like a trillionaire. He would be a trillionaire if he lived according to our day and time. All right? He had the resources to get women from every walk of life. Go get women from the hood, or go get women from upper echelon of society, and just have mind sex with them, intellectualize with them, see what their mindset's at, see how they think, from every walk of life, every woman, even the so-called decent woman. He was able to do these things. He had the resources to do it. And he said, out of all these fucking women, he didn't find out one righteous. They were all going astray, man. Okay? So that's why you always got to be circumspect of the broad that you yoke with. Okay? All right? And we're in this fight, man. We're in a fight. We're in a war. This is a warfare us brothers is in, man. Okay? And in the warfare, your enemy is looking for your weakest point. All right? When you build a fort, your enemy looks for the weakest point where he could penetrate that fort. All right? And what the enemy loves to use is our women. This is our 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8, and it reads, be sober, be vigilant. All right? This means you got to be on your square 24 hours a day, 24 hours, 10 days a week, man. Okay? You got to be rolling in the spirit, because your adversary, the devil, we talking about the spiritual demons, say, he's the one that captivates and embodies the people of the society. All right? As a roaring lion walking about seeking who he may devour. Okay? And that's the vibration our women are under, this roaring lion. All right? And the people he's seeking the servants of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. That's who he's seeking. All right? Our great king said, have you considered Job? Job was a man that was living according to Yahweh Shema Shai's will. He wasn't around there looking for a priest of Baal. The priest of Baal was already done. All right? A fuck was already stuck in them. So they're looking for men of the Lord. Okay? That's who Satan wants to subdue. This is the book of John, chapter 8, verse 44, and it reads, ye of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you would do. All right? Our women are under the vibration of these Hebrew Edomites, man. All right? The so-called white man who is diabolical. He's abominable. All right? He say 2 men can ram jam each other. 2 women can marry. All right? He teaches you if your son is effeminate, he was born like that. Still love him anyway. All right? Scriptures don't tell us to do that. If you birth out a fruitcake and hear a fruitcake, you whack his ass. You stone him to death, man. You can't do it in this society. I'm just speaking according to the law. All right? In this society, man, you just part ways with them. Like, hey, look, you stay on your side, I stay on my side. Lord forbid that would happen. All right, but you don't embrace that vibration, that wickedness. See, our women live and conform to everything he teaches them. All right, so when they deal with a man, they don't come at you like the scriptures tell us. This is how the scriptures say a woman should deal with us. All right, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3, and it reads, "But I would have you know that the head of every man is a Mashiach." All right, Yahweh Shema Shai is our head. We conform to his commandments, and we carry them out diligently. All right, with fear and trembling. All right, how we are to our great King, the captain of our salvation. That's how our women are supposed to be to us. And the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is Yahweh. All right, so our women not coming to the table like that. They're coming to the table as, you're the man, I'm the woman, we're equal. I don't have to do what you say. All right, we got to come to a common ground. You got to do what I say sometimes. All right, that's an abomination. That's antichrist. That's anti-Mashiach, man. All right, these are the women we're talking about. When they say you of your father the devil, it's talking about the people of our nation, so-called Negroes, Native Americans, people of Hispanic descent that have sold out to Western societies, Western philosophies. And if you're yoked to one of those women, you know, I hate to sound redundant, you got to stay on your square and be spiritual with them at all times, all right? Because this devil, Esau, he gonna send some 10 pieces to the camps in these last days, trying to gather intel, get information. They're gonna come, and they're not gonna come like you think they're gonna come. They're gonna come with their head covered, with long skirts on, with fringes on and shit, you know, trying to see who they may devour. Okay, you got to be ready for it, man. Whatever it comes, they might even get your woman. If your woman ain't all right, tell her to get in her ear somewhere. Tell her to offer you up to him some kind of way. That's why you got to stay in the spirit, man, and don't be drunk off of this love shit in this society. Love according to this society. Love according to this society will get you killed. Okay? All right? This is the book of Sirach. Chapter 12. I'm going to start at verse 13. All right? Who would pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or such as come not to a wild beast? All right, a man that's around here dibbling and dalling with these nigga women in society, all right, and she betray you. You know what I'm saying? She tell you the thrill is gone. You done spent your money on her, took care of her for a season, and she just tell you, I ain't in love with you no more. The thrill is gone. Ain't nobody gonna pity you. Not if you've been around brothers that told you, and our elders that told you, man, leave these nigga women alone. And brothers not gonna want to hear that. I mean, we're gonna be like, I wish you would act surprised. All right, this is how they get down. We know this. Turn on the TV, walk outside, go anywhere. Our women are like beasts, man. Okay, our women are like beasts. Beasts roll off of instinct. They don't roll off of knowledge, understanding, rationale, logic. Okay. A woman moves on how she's feeling at the moment. My emotions. You don't make me feel good. I don't feel I love you anymore. All right? That's just feelings. She will make a hard, life-changing decision off of feelings because the Most High didn't impart to her knowledge. All right? She's an instinct. What the scripture say? Who would pity a charmer that is bitten by a serpent, or any has come not to wild beasts? Our women is wild beasts. They just roll off of instinct and emotions, man. So when you went on this y'all done had a little run where you just think you're in love, and then one day she just switch up on you, all right? Because you wasn't dealing with her spiritually. You wasn't reading her characteristic traits, her personality traits. You're not looking at the things she's into. All right? I wish you would act surprised, because you got your brothers here giving you the game according to the scriptures. All right? When the bitch bite you, man, hey, take your lick and, you know, go in your little prayer closet, pray fast, and get back on the road, and don't let it happen again. It's happened to the best of us, okay? So one that go up to a sinner and is defiled with him or her in his sins, who will pity. All right, you go, when you come in the truth, we tell young brothers, don't get yoked to these demons, man. They Babylonians. These women are Egyptians, according to their mindset. They're biologically Israelites, but when it comes to their mindset, they're Babylonians, Assyrians, Egyptians, the Hittites, Edomites, the heathens, man. Okay? For a while, will abide with thee. All right? She'll deal with you when the thrill is up. She'll deal with you for a season. Especially these nigga women. I'm talking about these nigga women. Because when I'm down here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, you can basically only deal with a nigga woman or Edomite, you know. That's the demographics down here. You got a lot of Issachar moving in, but they be in a certain part of town. You know what I'm saying? All right? But if thou begin to fall, he will not tear. All right? When you go through hard times or whatever, man, these brothers are gonna get the fuck and be on to the next guy. All right? And every time we do sit downs like this, and we rarely do them, you know, because I didn't spend too much time on it. The most I just put it on my spirit. All right. Don't get in the spirit of he must be hurt or he got issue with women, man. We deal with women, man. We deal with women. We love women, all right? But we roll according to the spirit. We don't deal with women that are out of order. And if we deal with them, if we do deal with them out of those that are out of order, we deal with them accordingly. All right, you might just deal with them as a concubine. You don't want them to know where you stay. You don't give them the right number. That's how you deal with them accordingly. You get your rocks off and get the fuck from around them. All right, but it's not personal. It's business. We do it according to the spirit, man. All right. You don't fall in love with these demons, man. An enemy speaks sweetly with his lips. All right? It's how Eve get down. But in his heart, he imagined how to throw you into a pit, how to get you off your square, how to get you out of this truth. All right? She's doing it unconsciously, but she's doing it. Okay? He would keep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he would not be satisfied with blood. All right? And if you fall out of this truth, man, you're a dead man. The Most High hates you more than he hate a faggot. All right? The scriptures say the servant that knew his master's will and then prepare himself will be beaten with many stripes. But somebody outside of the temple, he gonna get beat with lesser stripes than you. All right? The worst thing you can do, Yahweh Shema Shah forbid, is fall out of this truth, especially behind a woman, man, because that's the main reason most brothers fall out. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And this talking about Esau and fake niggas. But for the most part, all right, Esau is the father of our people, man. All right? Our people are rocking out to his image, not the image of Yahweh Shema Shah. And though he pretend to help thee, yet he will undermine thee. And that's what the nigga women do, man. Oh, that nigga wasn't shit. When I was with him, it was all good just a week ago, but when they get mad at you, you just ain't shit. You could have got him out of binds, helped him all kind of ways. Now all they get thrown out the door, and whatever issue you got with him, you just a monster. And if somebody that'll tear you down and wipe you out, she gonna get in league with them to help them. All right? So be spiritual about these demons, man. All right? If you're not yoked to them, don't get yoked to them, especially a nigga woman, man. All right? And that's all the tribes, because all of the tribes have been bewitched by this Babylonian doctrine, man. All right? I'm gonna leave off on this one. Micah 7 and 9. And it reads, I'm gonna get to the point. 7 and 10. Then she that is my enemy shall see it. All right. Now these scriptures aren't written for nothing, man. All right. These are the words of Yahweh Shema Shah. And he said the women of our nation is our enemies, man. The women of our own nation. You see, he called them our enemies, all right? And shame shall cover her, which said unto me. All right, an Edomite has never said this to me, but nigger women have. Where is Yahweh thy power? My eyes shall behold her. Now she has been trodden down as the mighty streets. Where is that God you talking about? Where is he? He must love the white man. The white man, the one in power. All y'all doing on the highway is talking about him. Go take him out his power. Yeah, man, that's how they talk, man. That's how nigger women talk. They blaspheme. They love their fuck. They love their pappy, man. Okay? Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is Yahweh thy power? My eyes shall behold her. Now she's been trodden down as the mire of the street. All right? That's what's going to happen to the vast majority of the women of our nation here in America. All right? The vast majority of them going to get raped to death, starved to death, and going to be missile food. So when you dealing with these women in society, man, make sure you're dealing with them according to the spirit, man. All right, test the spirit by the spirit. See if she got a quiet spirit, a meek and mild spirit, man. All right, watch how she deal with controversy. Okay, and if you can, don't get yoked to them. All right, if you're not yoked to them, don't try to get yoked to them. All right, that'll be wise. You'll have all your time to put in this truth, man. All right, now when we get in the kingdom of heaven, our women gonna be righteous. They're gonna be on the right vibration. When Isaiah 4:1 get kicked off and get fulfilled, they gonna be somewhat right because the blueness of the wound is gonna cleanse away the evil. When they start seeing this devil, great red dragon coming in their neighborhoods, and they can't dial 911 no more, they're gonna be looking for men to protect them. They're gonna see that they women. They're gonna see that they're not equal to men. They're gonna know that they can't beat a man up. Because men gonna be coming raping their asses, and they gonna be fighting, and they let them fight. They're gonna see that they can fight till they fight no more. They're gonna be just like the beasts of the field. When a female polar bear see a male polar bear coming, she gets the fuck. When a female lion see a male lion coming, she gets the fuck. When our women see a roach, they take off running. But when they get mad at full-grown men, they get in his face, pointing his finger. They going off their fucking rockers, man. But when Isaiah 4:1 is implemented, that's when they're gonna get a big dose of reality. The Most High gonna let reality take over society. All right, our people are not in reality. Okay, the laws that govern this place. All right, this devil has put a covering cast over the earth. So the philosophies in their mindset have them drunk. They can't think they're not thinking with their right minds. It would seem like it's common sense to know that you can't do nothing with a man if you're a female, but they don't. All right? It would seem like common sense that you're supposed to be in league with the man of your race and not in league with the other races, but they don't. They don't see that the so-called white race, the Hebrew Edomites, they women stick to their men. The Chinese stick to the Chinese. The Japanese women stick with their men. They're the only ones that are enmity with their men. They can't see past go. So you don't want to pick out of a cesspool to be yoked. You wait till Isaiah 4:1 is implemented. The Most High is going to bring women that's going to get delivered on our coattail. Lord willing, with those righteous men and their righteous number. But most of these women in the society, man, they wood for the fire, man. And you don't want to fall out of the truth dealing with any of these unstable creatures, you know. So with that, Shalom, brother on the comment board, Shalom to all you brothers, Shalom Habatah, and I want to give infinite honors to our Heavenly Father and our great King, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim and Karkadash. Double honors to our teachers, the apostles, great millstone, and salutations to my fellow laborers in Yahweh Shai. Kwam Yasharala, Abba Baba.